committee of 3 people is selected at random from a set consisting of 7 teachers, 3 parents of students, and 8 alumni. What is the part A, what is the probability of the event that the committee consists of all teachers? Okay, so this is kind of a challenging question. So they're asking us on part A, what's the probability that the committee is all teachers? So they're grabbing at random. So they're going to grab a committee of 3 people, and there's 7 teachers, 3 parents, and 8 alumni. So just at random, they're going to grab 3 people out of the 7 teachers, 3 parents, and 8 alumni. What's the chance they all 3 end up being teachers? Well, probability, remember, is the number in favor of what you want to happen over the total number of ways it can happen. So let's start with the numerator. The numerator, and what is the numerator? What do we want to happen? All 3 are teachers. So all 3 teachers, this is the numerator. So how many committees are there where all 3 are teachers? How many ways? So the number of ways of having 3 teachers as the committee. So what are the number of ways of having 3 teachers as the committee? Well, how many teachers are there total? 7 teachers. So that would be out of 7 teachers, 4, 5, 6, 7, out of the 7 teachers, we have got to pick 3 of them to be on the committee, and then the other ones do not get chosen. So all the ways to have all the committees with 3 teachers on them would be all the ways of ordering these letters. And you know what that is. That's going to be 7 factorial over 3 factorial, 4 factorial, which is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, over 3, 2, 1 times 4, 3, 2, 1. These cancel. Multiply that. Something else, 3 and 2 cancel 6. That's 35. So there's 35 different committees with 3 teachers, right? That's what that number means. There's 35 different committees with 3 teachers. Those are all the ways out of the 7 teachers to pick 3 of them to be on a committee. So there's 35 out of all the committees possible. 35 of them have 3 teachers. So that's the numerator. Now for the denominator. Denominator is the total number of all, total number of all committees. So let's come down here and we'll do the denominator. So the denominator is the total number of 3-person committees. What's that going to be? Well, how many? We're just selecting 3 people to be on the committee out of 7 teachers, 3 parents, and 8 alumni. What's that? 18 total people. So pick 3 out of 18 is what we're talking about. So if we have 18 spots, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 different spots. 18. At 18 is because of the number, what is it? 7 teachers, 3 parents, 8 alumni. 7 teachers, 3 parents, 8 alumni. Is that right? 7 teachers, 3 parents, 8 alumni. Right. That's how I got that 18. So anyway, we got to pick 3. So we pick this person, and pick this person. So we choose them, let's say. So we do not choose all these others. So that means out of 18, the number of ways to order 3 P's and 15 N's. So you know that. That's going to be 18 factorial over 3 factorial 15 factorial, which is 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, over 3, 2, 1 times 15, 14, and so the 15 on down cancels. We have 18 times 17 times 16 over 3 times 2 times 1. And I'm getting 816. That's the total number of committees with 3 people. The total number of committees with 3 people. So that's the denominator. So then the probability of, what was our original question? All teachers. The probability of getting all teachers is the numerator, 35 right there. It's the number. That's the 35 total committees that have all teachers over 816 total committees altogether. And that fraction is not reducible. So we just leave it just like that. That's the probability if you just grab 3 people at random that they'll all be teachers. How'd we come up with that? Well, there's 35 different committees that among all there's 816 total committees, and among those 35 of them just have teachers. So the chance that you're going to get a committee with just teachers is 35 out of 816. Now the second part is very similar. Probably the committee has no teachers. No teachers. Well, how do we answer that? Probability the committee has no teachers. Part B. Probability that no teachers are on the committee. So remember, we're picking 3 people, and what are the numbers again? It's 7, 7, 3, and 8, right? So there's 7 teachers, 3, was it alumni, or I'm getting lost? 3 parents and 8 alumni. 3 parents, 8 alumni. Okay, so out of those, 3-person committee. Okay, so what's the probability no teachers? Well, you know how this works. It's going to be the number in favor of what you want over the total number. And the number in favor would be the number of committees with no teachers. Number of committees with no teachers over the total number. We already have the total number of committees, 816. Right? 816. We already have that. That hasn't changed. There's a total of 816 different committees that are possible. So the only thing left for us to do is figure out this numerator. How many committees with no teachers? Well, so the number of committees with no teachers on it. Well, we're talking about a 3-person committee out of how many? Well, there's 7 teachers, 3 parents, 8 alumni. So you'd have to choose out of these 11 people. These are not teachers, right? They're parents and alumni. So out of those 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, out of those 3 plus 8, 11, out of those 11, out of the non-teachers, to find the number of committees that don't have teachers, you'd have to pick 3. So I'll pick this person, and this person. And then the other ones would not be picked. So it's the number of ways to order 11 letters where there's 3 P's and 8 N's, right? Because those are the 11 people that are not teachers. So if you want all the committees, you want the number of committees, 3-person committees where there's no teachers, well, it's all the ways to pick 3 out of those 11 people, which is all the ways to put those 3 P's and 8 N's in order. You know how to do that, right? We know the formula for that. It is 11 factorial over 3 factorial 8 factorial, which is 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 dot 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 over 3, 2, 1 times 8 times 7 dot dot dot. And the 8, 7 down cancel. 11, 10, 9 over 3, 2, 1. What's that? I'm getting 165. So that's the numerator. So we already have the denominator. So the probability that there's no if you grab at random 3 people for the committee, probably there's no teachers. Well, there's, what was it, 816. So there's 816 total committees, and among them, 165 of them have no teachers. That's the number of ways to have a committee with no teachers on it. That can be reduced if we divide top and bottom by 3. We get 55 over 272. So there we go. There's the probability of having a committee with no teachers on it.